My favorite thing in Australia is people just care about each other and play and being friends with each other, not fighting, not doing bad things.
I lived in Afghanistan and there was no beach there. So in here, I like the beach.
What is your favourite thing about Australia?
The gardens and the forests, because they look so green and beautiful.
Ali, Yasamin and Hadia are all settling into life here in Australia.
I've been happy with the school here. I've made friends at school.
But they remember a time not too long ago when things were pretty different.
It was not safe there because the schools there will get destroyed.
And there was a war in Afghanistan.
Ali, Yasamin and Hadia are all refugees. A refugee is someone who is forced to leave their country because of natural disasters, wars or violence, or because of mistreatment due to their race, gender or beliefs. And there are more now than ever before. The number of refugees has tripled in the last 10 years, and there are now more than 43 million around the world. And that doesn't even count the millions of people who are internally displaced, which means they're still in their home country, but they can't go home. Refugees often have to live in camps like this, or move from country to country trying to find a place to live. Refugees have been making a home in Australia ever since colonisation, but we didn't have a formal refugee policy until after the Second World War. The newly created United Nations decided to set up an organisation devoted to taking care of refugees. It also created the Refugee Convention, which is an international treaty that sets out what a refugee is, what rights they have, and what governments have to do to protect them. This includes things like providing free access to the courts, identity papers, helping them settle into their new country, and not sending them back to a dangerous place. More than 146 countries have signed onto the Refugee Convention, including Australia. Refugees have made a huge contribution to Australia in all sorts of areas. In fact, you don't have to look very hard to find famous faces whose families arrived as refugees. But moving to a new country is never easy.
It feels a bit shy, like a bit sad to leave my country.
It has beautiful mountains and it snows there.
And I love to live in Afghanistan. It was good. Everywhere I went, I had a friend to play with.
To these guys, Refugee Week is a time to think about all the people who are still looking for a safe place, who may not have enough food, water or medicine, or a chance to go to school.
I think Refugee Week is important because people who leave their country, they get sad and we try to acknowledge them.
Like we can remember our past lives and what we've gone through, and everyone can know.